Hello, I am Drew Stoltz, and today we're going to be going over week two summative assessment for theories of criminology and victimology. For my introduction, specifically, I will be doing what has caused the increase of violent crimes in Huntsville, Alabama. We'll be going over a current case, school of thought or criminology theories, the key principles to those theories, theoretical explanation of criminal behavior, and our conclusion. So the current case that I picked was originally an incident back in August 22nd of 2022. Huntsville Police Department responded to the 4500 block of Judith Lane. Officers found 3 individuals involved in the burglary suffering from gunshots. Investigators learned the offenders broke into a residence and gunfire was exchanged. At the time of the shooting, 3 of the offenders were charged with burglary. On February 1st, 2023, the resident of the apartment subsequently died from injuries during that exchange of gunfire. Those 3 subjects and 2 others are now charged with murder. So some interesting facts. According to cityrating.com, the number of violent crimes has increased about 401 incidents since 2017. The increasing numbers look to be due to the increased growth for Huntsville, mostly from huge influx of government, technology, cyber, and aerospace jobs in the area. So for that current case, I picked routine activity theory. So if you look on the right, you can see the matrix. Basically, there's 3 components to that. To make a crime, a likely offender, a suitable target, and the absence of a capable guardian. So the first one would be a likely offender. In this case, there was a total of 5 being charged. So obviously, they feel like safety in numbers was important here. Number 2, a suitable target. So this area is located in a small residential area next to an industrialized area, which is a little, it could be a little vacant at some points. They have multiple escape routes. And then the third one would be the absence of a capable guardian. This is where in their planning, if any at all, was faulted. The resident was in the apartment and was armed. So going further into the routine activity theory, obviously it was introduced by Lawrence Cohen and Marcus Felsen. Routine activities theory is an approach in criminology that relates a crime closely to the environment, studies it has an event or underscores its ecological process. I also think that affluence may have also caused the crime by flaunting itself in the face of the poor. And this, obviously, with the influx of higher educated jobs in the area, low class and or low educated persons might feel left out, which leads to my next theory, which would be the strain theory. So that, obviously, the pressure derived from the social factors such as lack of income or lack of quality education drives individuals to commit a crime. According to Robert Gnu and Heather Schumerman, individuals experience chronic unemployment may engage in theft or drug selling to obtain money, seek revenge against the persons who fired them, or take illicit drugs just in an effort to feel better. And it all goes back to that American dream. They're willing to commit crimes to acquire better possessions in their life by any means necessary. So some theoretical explanation of criminal behavior. You have subcultural theories. So Cohen's basic assumption is that most juvenile criminals are members of delinquent subcultures. Subcultures are defined as subsystems or anti-systems of society with their own attitudes and norms that often contradict the moral concepts of major society. This comes into play with the areas of low income or continue to grow as the city grows, with the higher end jobs continue to come into the area. And you also have another explanation would be the social structure. So according to the text, structural criminologists tend to assume that human nature is socially constructed and unconstrained visions of heirs to all human traits and characteristics are specific to the local cultures. Ultimately, they come down to those areas. It comes down to those areas. You got poverty, competitiveness, inequity, and discrimination. This area is known to have all these elements. So in conclusion, we have looked at the two theories, the routine activity theory and the strain theory, and why these could help understand why the number of violent crimes in Huntsville, Alabama are increasing. We also looked at some explanations of the criminal behavior with the following subculture and social structure theories. These will help us understand how and why they happen and ultimately how to combat them.